Alright, okay, now it's working. I didn't even have the microphone connected. I prepared everything else except for that, but it's fine, it's fine. I'm already heating up. It's extremely hot in this room and I'm already heating up. I'm gonna stress eat. I'm already messing up. I'm gonna stress eat. Where's... There it is. Kill that. Okay, so it is currently 80 degrees in my room. Killed it. Okay, that's killed. I have food. I'm stressing already. It's fine. It all started when I was born. I am the first child of 3. Kill the part that cringes. Sex the part that cringes. Mating press. So because I am the eldest child, that essentially means that the first child is always going to be the experimental one, right? The one that they test all the parental non-ability that they have. So as a result, I'm all messed up, and I'm gonna blame my parents because I have nothing else to blame but my parents. But they're not entirely at fault because it's also their parents' fault, because both my parents are single parent, grew up in single parent households, so they don't know what it's like to have both parents. So I'm the result of basically stumbling around in the dark and not knowing what to do when you have a child. And I was actually looking at a bunch of videos of like pranks gone wrong in the hood, gone sexual, gone whatever, and they were basically I think pregnancy pranks on their parents. It's basically trash content. I have no idea how I got there, but I wasted like 2 hours worth of time on those. But those were good parents. Those were good parents, I think, maybe, for the most part. I have no idea what my parents would react if I were to say that there's some kind of pregnancy going on, or something. I guess at my stage they would maybe be okay with it, since I have a job, I have education. They might be okay with it, maybe? I don't know. Then again, I'm old, so I guess it's normal at my age to be having kids and families and everything. So that's the background of how I am the way that I am. There's so much. There is so much that has gone into forming who I am today. It's maybe I'm subconsciously trying to stall, but I have so many stories from elementary school. I've been a weird child since elementary school. Up till today, I'm weird even today. But one of my earliest memories in elementary school. Okay, well, I guess we're just gonna start in elementary school. It's fine that kids are like playing around and everything, right? And like having imagination or whatever. I kind of carried some of that into middle school. That extroverted wild child energy, which quickly got beaten out of me, mind you, not literally, but mentally. I hated school. I hated school so much. School is the only reason that I liked school. It's kind of the opposite of what most people like school for. I liked school for the classes, for the learning, for the topics, for the material. I hated school for all the people and the social interactions and everything, as long as I can remember, I've always detested having to interact with people when I didn't have to, when I didn't want to initiate it anyways. And so I was doing my child thing in elementary school, and then I essentially carried that entire thing into middle school. And then my friend at the time, my best friend at the time in middle school, elementary school, I tried to like keep up the playing with him, and then he said, we don't do that stuff here. If you play like that, you're gonna get beat up. Almost exactly something like that. Cringe Queen of Queen. It's so bad. I have my alcohol ready. I have my shot glass ready in case I need to drink. I have it right here. In case I need to take any drinks to calm myself, I have some drink. I have alcohol ready. But essentially, my friend said that wasn't gonna fly in middle school for whatever reason, because we're big kids now and big kids don't do that stuff or whatever. And like, we don't play Pokemon and we don't play Mario anymore. And now like, you look at today and we got like 30-year-olds playing Zelda now and waiting till like release day and playing all night games, and we essentially live in a society. We live in a society. It's all messed up. I hate kids. Kids are horrible. Kids are horrible. Okay, so I used to be extremely extroverted, believe it or not. I was extremely extroverted, high energy, but that was all in elementary school. Okay. There's a turning point in my life where I lost all respect and hope for people in general, humanity, society, because this is around 7th grade, I believe. So I've never, this is something I rarely ever talk about. I'm probably never gonna talk about it again. But there was a definite personality switch in 7th grade, because you know, people or kids, they grow up and they start to have emotions and feelings and puberty and all that, and I'm no except, well, maybe, you know what, I was the exception. Yeah. People all around me, they had facial hair and they had developed bodies, and here I was still in middle school with my child body up until like high school. I was definitely a late bloomer, so to speak. It hurts. It hurts. I used to have a what is it called? A height complex? Something like, whatever it's called. I forget what it's called, but I was very small. I was a very small child, like physically. And some people, you know how kids are, they're mean. Kids are mean, so people would be mean about my size. But I tried not to let it get to me too much. Where's bloomers? Maybe. I don't have any on right now. But I carried in all with all my extroverted, high energy, love of life, essentially, into middle school. And then I remember at one point, I used to be extremely rambunctious and sugary in 6th grade, to the point where I would kind of like exaggerate my personality a little bit and essentially get high off of half of Skittle. So I would eat half a Skittle, right? And I would just go crazy and go bouncing off the walls and pretend to be like hyper. And then I got called out by one of the teachers sometimes and said, "Do you have a problem? Are you okay?" And then I said, "I'm hyperactive." And I meant it like at the time I'm active, but extremely active. I meant that kind of hyperactive. I had no idea that ADHD was a thing, and so I believe that she thought that I said that I have ADHD, which I may. I have no idea. Maybe it's real, maybe it's not. I have no idea. But I believe that she believed that I said that I had ADHD or whatever. And then she said, "Okay, you're hyperactive. Are you on medication?" And then I said, internally, I'm like, what do you mean medication? What does that mean? Why would I need medication for being very hyper? And then I just said yes, but what I really meant was I took multivitamins and I just said yes. Think kind of like half lying. They put you on meds? No, actually. My parents actually wanted to put me on growth hormone at one point. Yeah. But the doctor said, "No, you shouldn't do this because as a father, I do not recommend that you put Nikki on growth hormone." Like word for word, he said, "As a father, don't do this." Like, I remember that exact thing. And so I ended up never getting those injections. I don't think it would have made much of a difference, really. I think growth hormone really just like makes you 3 inches taller, if I believe. Which, at my size, I don't think 3 inches would make much of a difference. Don't take that out of context. 3 inches taller, mind you. And so I think that was in middle school, about maybe, because I had not grown at that stage, and it wasn't until like I was 14, like in high school, where I got my height growth spurt. And I don't think I've grown since then, since I was 14. I don't think I've grown since I was in high school, which I guess that makes sense, because like guys generally stop aging, males stop growing once they're, what, 18, I believe, right? And then females stop growing at, was it 14, 16, something like that? Something about, something like that. But both my parents, I mean, both my brothers ended up becoming taller than I was. Hold on, I got a message. Do I? Okay, it's not important. I can answer that later. So both my brothers turned out taller than I am currently, but not by much. I think my dad's still taller than I am by maybe 2 inches or something like that. But I don't think I'm ever gonna get taller than my dad, which I don't really mind. I'm okay with it. I got over myself. I don't have a height complex anymore. I just kind of learned to deal with it over time eventually. Kind of just chilled out. I'm not really picky about it anymore. Because there was this kid in high school, especially, whenever he would see me, he would be like, "Midget!" And I would reply, "Slur you're no longer allowed to say anymore!" I'm not gonna say it. It was an F slur, but I'm not gonna say it anymore. Ah. And then he turned out to be a nerd later on, afterwards. He turned out to be an anime nerd. He was one of the jocks, right? That would hang out with the popular crowd. Or at least that's how I saw it anyways. He would be one of the popular kids, essentially. And then he later got into anime. I found out after high school. So not too different than I am, I guess. Anyways, Going back to middle school. Going back to middle school. So I was all hyper and bubbly and very high energy and very open and all that. And then, you know how middle school is where you get crushes and everything. Wait, no, that was in elementary school actually. Oh, okay, I got a story. This one hurts. I wrote a note to this one hurts. I wrote a note to someone that I liked in 4th grade, 5th grade. This one's, it hurts. It hurts. And then I got a different note from a girl in middle school. And I got a note from a girl in middle school. But it was just a prank. It was just a prank. It was like phrased in such a way that I've always wanted to ask someone like you, and then like you open the note more. It was like layers. It was layers. It's so bad. So it was like a little folded paper, folded into like 8 pieces or whatever. So on the top of the thing, on top of the paper, on top of the piece of paper, there was, I've always wanted to ask you. Open the page. Open the page. I don't know how to say this. Open it again. I've always wanted something. I've always wanted this. Something like that. And then you basically keep opening and opening and opening. And it's very baity. It's very bait. It's phrased in such a way that it's essentially seems like they're going to ask you out. But then at the very end, it turns out that the entire message is like, I'm trying to remember it in full. I don't know how to say this, but this is something that I've always wanted to ask you. You seem like the right person. Something like that. And then at the very end it said, do you have a piece of gum? I don't remember. They probably laughed at me. They probably laughed at me. I don't know why they would do that. I have no idea why they would do that. Were they laughing at me, or was it just... I don't know. I don't know. Either way, it was just some random girls. I didn't really care about them. It was just some random girls. I didn't care about them. I was very ignorant. I was extremely ignorant. I still kind of am, but I'm not as ignorant. Oh man. So there was this, I don't know if I'm ready to say it, but I'm gonna say it anyways. Essentially, I like this person, and I confided in one of my friends that I like this person. And then said person had the gall to tell this other person who then spread it out to the entire school. And then from that day, I've had trust issues, and I've been destroyed. My personality was never the same after that. I was just internally, emotionally, mentally, physically destroyed on that day when my friend would do something like that. He told someone who I didn't even like. I didn't even like that guy. He wasn't even a friend. I didn't even like that guy. And then my friend told this random guy, and then that random guy went and told everyone else. And I'm since I've had that's basically the beginning of the downfall. Essentially, that was the beginning of the end. Oh man. It turns out is that it had such an impact that I was later diagnosed with chronic depression, which I think that was probably one of the first things, but I'm doing better now. Maybe sometimes. I don't feel it as much anymore, but sometimes it comes back. But it's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm doing better. I'm doing better. I'm happier most days now more than I don't have that feellessness. It's fine. It's fine. But then the rest of 7th grade was horrible. The rest of 8th grade was horrible. Oh man. And then what school is this now? Middle school, I'm trying to remember now. Middle school. I still had some friends in middle school though. But eventually I lost contact with one of my friends, my best friends from elementary school. And then I'm going into high school, I believe. This is not going into high school. Trying to remember if there was anything else. I don't think so. So anyways, I had to move like a semester into high school. So like this is like the middle of 9th grade now. I had to move to some other place because my parents bought a house somewhere else. And then I had to move out. But I didn't tell anyone. I didn't tell anyone that I was moving. I was just gonna like straight up just not tell anyone and just like basically ghost everyone and just basically just disappear from everyone's life. And so this is 9th grade English class now, where the teacher gave out forms of write down or sign up for the classes that you want to take next year or next semester. Next semester, yeah. Is it next year? Next semester? Next year? Doesn't matter. So the English teacher passed out forms of write down the classes that you want to take next semester. And then I raised my hand and I said, I'm not gonna be here next semester because I'm moving out. I'm moving today. And then everyone was surprised because they had never heard that. The weird kid Minecraft rumor. I don't think Minecraft was around at this time. This was back in... No, yeah. Okay, Minecraft was just barely... Am I aging myself? Minecraft was just barely coming out at this time. But I don't think I really played it too much. It was like very, very new. And then a lot of people around me were surprised when I said that I'm moving today and you're never gonna see me again. Well, I didn't say that, but it was basically implied. I'm moving today. And then a lot of people that I never really talked to even started talking to me. Why didn't you say anything? Why are you moving? Where are you going? All that stuff. And then I said, I didn't think that anyone would care. Which, I guess at the end of the day, no one really did care. Were they faking? Were they faking it? I don't know. Fake friends? Maybe. Hit them with the FOMO. Yeah, actually, yeah. It might have been that, because you're never gonna see me again. You're never gonna be able to talk to me again. And then that's what made them want to talk to me, I guess. And then there was this one girl who essentially... I saw her as like a older sister figure, I guess. And see, she was really tall, even though she was the youngest in the class. She was younger than me by like almost a year, but I still saw her as an older sister figure type person. And she was tall to the point where she would use my head as an armrest, basically. I remember, that's one of the last memories that I have of her, is her putting her arm on my head. I think she got married, now that I think of it. Sometimes I go on Facebook, unwittingly, like sometimes I go to... Right, so another one of my friends in that school actually made Facebook for me. But I was never really too active on it. But nowadays I really just use it for like marketplace or like for messaging family or whatever. But sometimes I go on it and it shows me the front page, right? And actually watches your stream. Ew, gross. Okay, so this is gonna be... I'm gonna be talking about I'm gonna be talking about some other people. It gets a lot worse. I really hope that that person is not watching in particular, because it gets so bad. It gets so bad. Okay. Where was I? Sister figure, armrest, and then where was I? What was I talking about? was I talking about? Imagine. What was I don't remember what I was talking about. I don't remember. I'm trying to remember now. Hold on, wait, hold. The hamster wheel is running. The hamster wheel is running. Oh, wait. I'm completely just... Should I drink or water? Drink or water? Facebook Market. Oh yeah, Facebook. Right, so sometimes I occasionally browse Facebook for how those people are doing, I guess, from back then. I believe she's either married or she has a boyfriend or something like that. I don't remember, but she has like a job and everything now. Like all those kids from back then, they all have jobs and like families, and I'm here like, I haven't changed at all. There's a lot. It was okay. So I moved, right? I moved from that high school. Heroin overdose. Oh no, that's not good. I don't see too much drug stuff on. Well, I'm not really on Facebook to begin with. So I ended up moving from that school to another school. And then at this school, I was like the new kid, right? This was like in March, I believe. And you know how school years start in September, August, whatever, and then they end in June, May, whatever. I came in like April or March, something like that, towards the end of the year. So like I didn't know anyone. And so I guess that's maybe what contributed to my tendency to be a loner, so to speak. I don't think that I talked to anyone that first semester. Oh, okay, I remember now. This is biology class now. Okay, here's another cringe story. I saw this kid in my bio class that had a hand-drawn picture of L from Death Note. And I think this was around the time that I started getting into anime too, like 8th, 9th grade. And so I had watched Death Note. And so I started sitting like L in order to get his attention so that he would talk to me, because I didn't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make friends. People, I used to sit like L in my chair whenever I was next to him because I wanted to like talk to him. Cause like anime shared common interest. I don't even like L. I don't even like L. I like Kira better. Two shots. Okay. I'm taking 2 shots. Okay, I'm taking 2 shots. Hold on, let me get my thing. Oh my goodness. I don't even like L. It was biology class. Oh man, that's one of the worst ones too. I never even talked to him after that. Like, I wanted to be his friend, but I had no idea how to talk to people. And so it ended up that the people that I did talk to ended up talking to me first. Hi Pua, by the way. Hi, how are you doing? Oh my goodness. Let me see. Is there anything else in 9th grade? So this next thing, well, I guess. Okay, so, oh man, one time I got suspended for stealing. For stealing, quote unquote. I guess I'll just tell it. I had no idea what a la cartes meant. And so I would just take everything that was in the lunch line and put it on my plate, or if it didn't fit on my plate, I would put it in my bag, or like in my clothes or whatever. And so I went through I had been doing this for a while. I would like just stuff all the food stuff either on myself or wherever somewhere, and then one day, I was going through whatever like normal, and I put some chips in my bag, I think. Mind you, this was like, I thought this was all like free lunch, right? And so I just went through the line, and then at the very end, this lady, I think it was a lady, one lady like pulled me out, and then said, "You need to go to the principal's office, or like maybe the police, the school security, whatever came over." And then it ended up being that I had to go to the principal's office and write down what I did. And then I wrote down, I came into possession of food. I'm not gonna admit that I stole it because I didn't steal it. I came into possession of food. Never admit your wrongdoings. Never admit your wrongdoings. Being chilling, eating pizza, listening to stories. This is 9th grade now. This is 9th grade now. And so I ended up getting suspended for stealing food from the cafeteria for I think a week or 2 weeks. And my dad was so mad. My parents were so mad. But that's the only time that I had gotten in trouble in school. And at the time I was super worried. Because like, you know how permanent record and whatever. And I think at one point I spent some time looking up, is a permanent record forever, or does it expire at 18 years old, or does it expire when you graduate? So for some time, I was worried whether permanent record would actually mean anything, and it turns out it doesn't mean anything. It never even came up. I got suspended, no one even cared. Oh, wait. I missed it. Hold on. A kid, he smelled like cashews and cat pee. Gross. I think there was this girl. Okay, this is college now. There's this girl who always would wear the same sweater, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Like people. Where am I now? 9th grade I got suspended. Okay, whatever. And then, so I would get my lunch, and then the cafeteria was usually always full. And so I felt really uncomfortable sitting down at one of the tables, and because I didn't want to talk to anyone. And so my ritual ended up being, I would go out to the school and just walk around with my lunch. And that'd be my pretty much the entire thing that I would do for the rest of high school is I would get my lunch. I would not sit down anywhere, because that meant I would have to sit down near people and they could talk to me, or I would be like sitting there awkwardly. So I would walk around the school from like building A to like building D, building C, building Z, the gym, the field, just walk around aimlessly wherever and eat my lunch at the same time, just like walking everywhere. And I guess I kind of picked this up from the school that I went to before, because I would sometimes walk around with my friend at the time. Not that he's not my friend anymore, but we haven't kept in contact, but I would walk around with him around the school during, I think we called it nutrition, or recess, and then lunch as well. We would just walk around during lunch. And then that kind of transferred over into the other school that I now went to. So I would just walk around eating my lunch. I didn't like to sit anywhere. And then I would like walk on the second floor and the first floor and to the gym and the field and the buildings and just like walk everywhere. And then coming into my 10th year, I believe. Wait, I forgot to say. This isn't my cringe moment, but this is another cringe moment. Another girl's cringe moment. This is back in algebra, 8th grade. Algebra? Geometry. I think it was geometry, 8th grade, middle school. This girl, out of nowhere, you just hear someone screaming, "Why didn't you just do your job?" From some girl. She just screamed that in class out of nowhere. And then everyone looked around and she was crying. This girl was crying and everyone's like, what's going on? Why is she crying? Why is she screaming? What's going on? And then we find out that she had gotten a B on her exam or her homework or whatever, she's Chinese, I believe. I think she was Chinese. So basically her parents were extremely strict at her, and so she was having a meltdown over a B on her homework or whatever. Oh man, she was kind of cool though. I liked her. Not liked, but like she was as a friend, I guess. I felt comfortable talking to her, is the point. Anyways, let's see. Going into 10th grade now. This is where I failed my first class, I believe, which was English. Was it English? Or was that 9th grade? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I'm remembering something else! No! I'm remembering something else! Oh god! Okay, so this was 9th grade. This was actually in 9th grade when I had transferred into class. And so I didn't know anyone. And so, you know how classes have group projects at the end of the semester? At the end of the year, I mean. And so I came in at the end of the year, and then the teacher was like, okay, group project, everyone get into pairs or whatever. I didn't know anyone. I just sat by myself at a table, no one around. And then the teacher says, okay, Nikki, if you don't get into a group, you're gonna fail. And then I just said nothing, just completely paralyzed, said nothing, sitting there at this empty table, just staring at the wall. Okay, I guess you have to fail. And then out of nowhere, this other kid says, he's in our group, or something like that. And then maybe they weren't all bad. Maybe they weren't all bad, I guess. So this kid saved me from... I think I failed the class anyways, actually. Ah, traumatic memories, no! But I ended up joining their group. And I don't remember much of that class because I blocked out a lot of that class. I did not like that teacher. And then, oh man, this is going into another project that I did. I had to do a class presentation, and at the time, you know how everyone is really extremely nervous about, well, maybe a lot of people? Some people are extremely nervous about giving presentations in class. I was one of those people. And so I had to go up and present my poster to the class of people that I had never seen in my life. I don't know these people. And so like I'm just talking there, like giving my presentation, right? And then this girl in the back, she's like, that's very cute. And I just instantly lost it. I just instantly lost my entire thing. I just basically shut down. I don't know what grade I got on that. I think that might have been my first or second time with that experience. I'm kind of mentally shutting down now. Actually, I'm trying not to. You know what? Okay, you said 2 shots. I'm taking my second shot. 2 shots is nothing to me. It's fine. It's just enough to calm me down. But like when people say cute, when girls say cute, it means something else, right? Cause my definition of cute would be like stuff like, I don't know, like baby rabbits or like baby animals. Like very small, vulnerable things, I guess, that you want to protect or like squish or whatever. That's my definition of cute, is like stuff like that. But when girls say that something or someone is cute, they mean it in a completely different way for whatever. Where are you shooting? I have a cherry rum. It says Paleco Jack Cherry Spice Caribbean Rum with natural flavors, 35%. 35%. My regular that I drink is 40%, but this is flavored. It's cherry flavor, so it's a lot easier to ingest. I think it's fake flavor now that I think about it. It's probably fake flavoring. A kiss of cherry flavor. Oh no, now I'm starting to remember something. I don't know if I should say that one. I probably shouldn't say that one. I'm not gonna say that one. That's a little too personal, actually. Okay, so going back to 9th grade. There was this other time, actually, where this larger girl also said I was C-word. I think this was in middle school, I believe. Anyways, so going back to 10th grade. I joined the anime club! Yay! I joined the anime club! Ah! No! They didn't even do anything! They did not even do anything! They didn't even watch anime! They didn't even do anything! It was just like a group. I was one of those kids. Oh man, it hurts. Wait. Okay, so I ended up joining the anime club, I think at the beginning of my 10th grade. And then that's where I met some people that I talked to for the rest of high school. Oh man, what a mess. What a mess that was! Oh man. This is where I met 2 friends. 3 friends? 2 friends. Anyways, all that they did in there was people who were playing card games. I think it was Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, stuff like that. Yeah, on one table or 2 tables. And then on another table, they were people drawing. And then on another table, it was just like people talking. It was called the anime club, but there was nothing really anime about it. It was just kind of like a hangout spot for all the people that were into anime, I guess. Never really did anything though. I think at one point my friend was president of the club. I later found out she liked me. And I never realized it until until way after. Oh man, I think I'm getting ahead of myself again. It hurts. Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh? Yeah. Alright, let's take a break from this. I'm gonna read some cringe. Lied? What? No, I'm pretty sure she legitimately liked me. I just didn't get the message. Cause I was basically the protagonist of, was it like ecchi harem anime, I guess? Not to say that I was. I'm getting ahead of myself again. Okay, we're going to read something from, this is my 12th grade. This is 12th grade now. Elfen Lied. I did watch Elfen Lied. It was one of my first anime. I watched it right after Higurashi, actually. Okay. High school was a mess. I hated high school. I hate high school so much. High school, I would never do high school ever again. I would rather eat bugs than relive high school. I was extremely angsty during high school. Alright, okay, there was... Do you guys remember? There was this DS game, 3DS game, Dojo Fighter? There was this Dojo Fighter game where you could make your own fighters. My high school years were better. Oh no. For me, I peaked in elementary school. Super Dojo Fighters? Was it that one? Photo Dojo. It was Photo Dojo. Hated being in high school, but stayed to myself. It was okay. No. I hated high school. I'm seeing if I can get a Photo Dojo gameplay. See if I can get gameplay of this up on screen. So the entire thing of this was, it was a little game on 3DS where you could take pictures of anything, like yourself or like your dog or your cat or whatever, and you would use that thing as a fighter, as a custom fighter. Let me see if I can add this on screen, maybe. I don't remember when this was made, actually. Anyways, point is, at this time, I was very edgy, I guess. This, like, my entire middle school, high school is very edgy, I guess you could say. To the point where one time in 7th grade, for Halloween, I ended up dressing up as an emo, all black clothes, and I even put on black eyeliner. And there was this guy who shook his head at me, like, disapprovingly. He shook his head at me. And then I was using this game, this photo dojo thing, and there's this character, this archetype character that would shoot out like energy ball, whatever thing. And I essentially self-inserted as like this dark black clothes, shadow ball, edgy thing. That's gross. I don't want it. Okay, I'm done with that story. I'm done with that story. Okay, story. Okay. I have some text. At that time, to get rid of I used to vent by writing. I used to vent by writing out text. And so, let me see if I can pull up so that you can read along, like watch my cringe in real time. Window capture. Oh, automatically. Okay, it just came up. Nice. Okay, so this is, I think this is the earliest one. Maybe. Let me check. This is back in March. This is July. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this is the first one then. Let me put it back over here. Let's read, shall we? This one is titled... hold on. This one is titled... Tomato juice. I used to write on my phone, like little notes. This is not unlike Pippa's writing that she did, that she read out. That was partially some inspiration. Was Pippa's thing that she wrote is partial inspiration for this stream. Alright. Tomato juice. If I've never released this. This was always personal writings. If you're reading this, F you. Sometimes you just lie down and think about everything that has happened to yourself. You've come such a long way, and so much stuff has happened to you that you just let slide. She used you and went on to find out. It hurts. It hurts. I have to finish it. I have to finish it. She used you and went on to find a person just like you and went on to do things just like you planned. You can't help but feel anger at her for using you for that, but still you are partly to blame because you are too distrusting of others. Your paranoia is... I can't... It hurts. I can't... I have to read it. Your paranoia is what killed it. I'll put it up here. This BGM is extremely fitting. You can't help but feel somewhat jealous, if not for her, but for the situation. You feel as if you have been toyed with as practice. It was your greatest fear. this is going back to that thing where my really close friend at the time had gone behind my back and told someone that I liked someone, and that person spread it to the entire school. That was my fear at the time, was that it would happen again, and something like it did happen again, kind of. Why do you feel this way if you've never even liked her to begin with? I didn't like her. I didn't like her. I honestly didn't like her. But like the entire situation just kind of destroyed me a little bit. Why do you feel this way if you've never even liked her to begin with? Is it the NTR situation? Most likely, you hate these kinds of stories, and yet, to have it happen to you is probably the worst thing that's happened since the I really want to drink. I really want to drink. I really want to drink. I haven't read this in so long. I haven't read this since I... This is high school. High school is like 30 years ago, essentially. Ah. 7th grade, that's the thing where my friend betrayed me and told everyone, essentially told everyone that I liked this one person, even though I trusted this person. Sober at Samurai. You try to let everything to and escape through all these means, but in the end, is it really all resolved? When will you learn? Never. Till when? See, that was a Toho reference. This is a Toho reference right here. That was during my Toho arc. During my learning Japanese arc right here. Will you wait for that person? What if she never hears? What will you... Oh, it hurts. What will you do then? Are you really okay with being alone for the rest of your life while your brothers move ahead in your life? At this point, I kinda am. I'm kinda okay with that. What will you do by yourself? Actually become neat? Isn't that a waste of life? And yet, you don't mind this lifestyle and continue to run from your problems, just like an alcoholic from his... Oh my goodness! I was called out 20 years in the oh my, I was called out 20 years ago. I was called out 40 years ago. Holy damn. Holy damn. Oh my goodness. Wow. It would seem as if the person has escaped you twice already. Oh yeah, this is referring to two other people that I liked. At this point, you don't know what to feel anymore and wonder if you should just give up and forget all about it as you always do. Is this giving up? No, it's moving on. Or so I'd like to think. It was basically my cope. If you've read everything up to this point, I hate you. I hate you too. I hate you too. You're stupid. You're an idiot. I would literally choke you out and body slam you into the floor and gut punch you and destroy you. Stomp on your face. I hate this person. I hate this person so much. As much as he hates me, I hate past Nikki. I hate Nikki from the past. Okay. I guess I can talk about that now. So there was this girl. I really hope she's... No, it's not likely that she's watching. You think he can take on younger Nikki? Yes! Yes, I can! Wait, at the time I think I was doing cross-country. I feel like I could take my younger self. I feel like I could take out my younger self. We weigh exactly the same. We're the exact same size. But I feel like I could take younger Nikki. I have not gained weight since then, actually. Can you eat, younger Nikki? I think I was able to carry my weight at the time as the clown music plays. Yeah, that's the entire reason that I picked out this music. Is my life is a circus. My life is a nothing but a comedy. I used to think that my life was a tragedy, but now I realize it's nothing but a comedy. I love Joker. Joker is such an amazing movie. It was legitimately really funny. I found Joker to be an extremely hilarious movie. Bro, I would stomp young Nicky. Same. Destroy this man. Utterly destroy him. Disgusting. Okay, so going back to 10th grade now. There was this person that I met in the anime club. And at one point, I was sharing music with her, and then she said, I really like this song. I would dance right now, but my chest would jiggle or something like that. And then I said back to her, what chest? There's nothing there to jiggle. I got her good with that one. Oh man. Oh man, she was extremely abusive though. She was actually really abusive. Kinda toxic. Maybe that's where I got my Dom thing from. Did she make it like this? Is she the reason that I'm like this? Can't be. I'm so messed up, you have no idea. I might have to do like a fetish tier list someday. And just like quantify how degenerate I actually am. Anyways, she's flat. I wouldn't even really like say that she was really that attractive. She was like kind of average, I guess. Kind of mousy. She wasn't really that attractive. Like super attractive anyways. But at one point, oh, this is, oh, it hurts. She ended up liking me some way or the other for some reason. I have no idea why. Young Nikki was extremely pathetic, worthless, not confident at all, extremely like a doormat essentially, mousy. Like small, I guess. She was like my size essentially, is what I'm trying to say. Very skinny, I guess. But I hate old Nikki. Young Nikki had the wrist buff. Oh my. Maybe. No. I would kill that man. I would kill young Nikki. I hate Nikki. Old. But she gave me so many hints. She gave me so many hints. I did not. But it would have been a toxic relationship anyways. It would have been extremely toxic because she would hit me a lot. She would injure me and hit me. And she would steal my stuff. And one time, I thought that I had lost my copy of Pokemon Pearl for like the longest time. And then she says, hey, this is in December now. Hey, it's almost Christmas. Are you gonna buy me something? And then I was like, oh, heck, I haven't bought anything from a friend. And then I went out and I bought something for her. And then she got something for me. And then she said, don't open it until you get home. And so I got home, and then I opened it, and then she got me my Pokemon Pearl game that I thought I had lost all those months ago. She had it this entire time. She got me for Christmas my game that she had stolen from me at one point. And then another time, I bought a necklace for myself. Let me see if I can pull up a picture. Did you say thank you? Hell no! At that time, things like thank you and please and all those kind words, they were kind of like bad words to me. So I would never ever say please. I would never ever say thank you. I just considered them bad words at the time. For whatever reason, I don't even remember why. I don't know why. Get rid of this. I had this necklace. I'm gonna see if I can remember it. Oh, I found it. I found the exact necklace. I found the exact necklace. So I had bought this necklace for myself. Is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? Yeah, okay. So I had bought this exact necklace for myself at the beach, at the pier, whatever. And I would wear it at school. Wait. Can I put this on myself, actually? Can I actually put this on myself? Filters. Color key, okay. I want white. Oh, nice. Yeah, so essentially like that. So I would have this, and I would like have it at school. The yin yang twins. Yeah. So I would have this at school and I like wear it around. And then she comes up to me like one day, hey, can I have the other one? She essentially kind of like coerced me into giving her the other piece. So this is like a 2-piece set. It's 2 necklaces. So she got me to give her the other one. I never saw it again. It essentially became hers. I have no idea what happened to the other one. I have no idea what happened to the other one, but I have no idea. But she ended up taking that necklace. And then another time, she came over to my house. She was on, how do I say this? She was having her regularly scheduled woman moment at the time. And so she came into my room and said, hey, can I borrow some sweatpants? And I couldn't say no. I could never say no at the time. So I would always just like be a yes man. And like say yes to everything and to everyone. So I ended up lending her one of I think it was my favorite sweatpants. My favorite pair of sweatpants. She ended up taking, and I never saw my favorite sweatpants ever again. To this day, I'm still a little bit upset about that she took that. Anyways, so yeah, she was kind of a klepto. She would steal a lot of stuff from me, take a lot of stuff, and she would have me do a lot of things for her. She would come over to my house a lot. I just took a lot of damage. I remembered something. I'm remembering more and more and more, but she sounds like a keeper in the basement. No, I think she's the type that would have kept me in the basement. Some Mirai Nikki type of thing over there. Should have stolen something. I had the chance. I totally had the chance to do that. One time, One time at school, I actually really don't like talking about sexual things, but one time at school, we went up to this building which was relatively abandoned. It was like a place at school where not a lot of people came, and so we were just sitting there. I think that would be our spot, actually, now that I think about it. We would we would be sitting there. Let me take it back a little bit. We were sitting at this other place of the school at another time, and then she showed me her rainbow socks, or colorful socks, whatever. And then she asked me if I would put on some similarly colored socks so that we could match. And then another time she said, "Hey, look, I shaved. You should feel it." And then I went, "Okay," and I just like barely brushed her leg. And then she was like, "No, more." I've never told this stuff. I've never told this stuff. And then there was this other time. Where we were sitting at the place on the second floor of this building where no one would ever come. And so like I just had my hand on, I was just like sitting down regularly, right? On the floor. And so like my hand was on the floor as well. And then she took her hand and she put it on top of my hand. And we were sitting there for a good while, like that. And then eventually she took her hand away. And then I immediately, instinctually said, "No." And then she said, "Oh, you like that?" And then she did it again. I have the extreme urge to drink. I have the extreme urge to drink right now. I'm so glad this is not a 3-hour stream. I'm so glad this is not a 3-hour stream. And then at this time, my parents, or my mom, was aware that I was hanging out with this girl. And then like sometimes to this day, my parents still ask me, "Hey, are you still talking with this girl?" I haven't talked to her since... It might have been 10 years at this point. I think it's been 10 years. Mom wanted grandchildren. Oh no. Oh no. It just keeps getting worse. She kept coming over to my house. She would visit my house a lot. And so I guess I understand where they're coming from. So like one time, she came over to my house and had me dye her hair for her. And then I think she styled my hair for me. And then I think later that night she was over for dinner, I believe. And then I was just sitting there. And then she moves. Hold on. Before I say the word, let me look up the definition of this word. Define. Oh, I understand now. Play footsies with, informal, to flirt with, especially by clandestinely touching someone's foot or leg. Be slyly or furtively intimate with, to seek advantage from, especially by discreet or stealthy means. Curry favor with. That happened. She did that, like, basically with my mom nearby. And I still didn't pick up the hint! I still didn't get it! I still didn't really realize that... Because I was like super paranoid and I had trust issues and I didn't really believe that she really liked me! And then another time, my mom picked me up from school. And then she decided to come over to my house as well. And then on the way back, we stopped and got some pizza. And then she got out of the car and left us in the car, and we were in the car alone together in very close proximity, and we had 5 minutes together, and I'm not gonna say anything more than that because I think I could... I think she came back. My mom came back from, and she got the pizza, and then we kind of panicked and went back to normal. I'm dying. I'm dying. I'm actually dying. I'm heating up. I'm heating up. My face. It's so hot in here. It's extremely hot in here. I can't. I can't. And that was the farthest, I guess. That was the furthest, I guess. Beef pie, I'm not gonna specify what happened, but while she did that, she also pinched off or tore off some skin off my arm. It was extremely weird. And then, okay, so now this is towards the end of the year. Now, this is towards the end of the year. We're all graduating. And we're passing around yearbooks and everything. Oh, gross. Gross, gross. I'm remembering all these memories. I hate high school so much. I hate high school so much. I hate high school so much. On another time that she came over to my house, she said, "Come over here." No drinking? Ah, no drinking. She came over to my house, and she said, we were in my room, and she said, "Come over here," to an area, to a part of my room that was kind of like hidden away. It was hidden away. She knew what she was doing. She knew what she was doing. She called me to like a back place of my room where it was kind of like hidden away at such an angle that if you were to look through the door, you would not be able to see anything. And then she said, "Come over here." And then I was like, okay. And I went over there and we were standing there. I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna keep myself safe. I'm gonna keep myself safe. That's what I meant. I'm actually internally dying now. And then she said, close your eyes. And me being an idiot, I closed my eyes. She stole it. She stole it. She stole it! On another time. What the hell is that thumbnail? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's cringe. On another time. She stole everything? Kind of, yeah, actually. Going back to the hand-holding thing. It's kind of inappropriate, but... She told me after she put her hand on my hand, she whispered in my ear. This is censoring it, but she said that she got is what she said. I'm censoring it, mind you. No. No, not pregnant. I don't want to say it. You can guess. I don't want to say it. And then on another time where she came over to my house, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. It's extremely inappropriate. Another time where she came to my house, she got upset for whatever reason, and she ended up like trashing my room. I have no idea why that happened, but she like threw my mattress, she threw my pillow, she threw my clothes all over the place. No talking. One shot. One shot? One shot? One shot? Okay, one shot. Rude Awakening says one shot, so I take one shot. Singular. Don't do the streamers thing of saying I won't and then do it the next second. I mean, I've moved on from that topic already. Okay, one shot singular. And then towards the end of the year, where she wrote in my yearbook, Lude, you know Nikki doesn't have self-control. Well, I do have self-control, what do you mean? I do have self-control. She had written in my yearbook, and I don't remember exactly everything that she said, but I remember one of the things that she said is that she said, I don't want to say it, I don't want to say it, it's extremely embarrassing now. But she talked about how she enjoyed that action that happened in that corner of the room. I'm dying, bros. I'm internally dying. Marriage? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? There's no marriage. Pain? There's no marriage. Let's read, before we move on to another arc. Let's read some more vent writings. She enjoyed playing Uno in the corner. Haha, you're funny. It's more like dos, but okay. She stole it! She stole it! Okay. Alright, here's something else that I wrote. This is in June. After we had graduated. So that's like a bit of context going into this one, I guess. Mousetrap. This was in response to someone that I was friends with at the time, I think. I was going to message them, but they said that they're gonna sleep or something. And so that's the context for this. I was going to reply, but received this message an hour late. So I waited. Unfortunately, I no longer have the words to my reply I had in mind on Friday, and instead of acting like my parents did today... Whoa, what? What happened? Oh! I understand! I understand what happened. I remembered this. I ended up staying at my cousin's place during the day, and then my parents said, you have to take the train home at this time, because it's the last train home. And then I missed the train home. And then my parents came to pick me up, and they came out of the car and they greeted my cousin and parents and his parents. And they said, they were like being all happy and friendly and everything. And then we got into the car. And they just completely like 180 flipped on me with their emotions. Extremely negative, lots of negativity coming from them. And I was shocked by that. They were extremely pissed. But coming out of the car, they were fine. They seemed like they were fine. It was like they were just coming like, hey, how's it going? How you been? Are you doing okay? How's whatever? How's so and so? And then like as soon as we got into the car, it was like it was just extremely negativity. I don't remember what exactly it was, but I was taken aback extremely by that change of face, really. And I was extremely upset. So upset that I said, I think I said, I don't appreciate you being two-faced? Double-sided? I don't remember, something like that. I don't appreciate you being dishonest with your emotions or something like that. I told them. And then my parents say, don't talk to me like that, or something like that. So that's the context for this writing here. That's the context for this. I was going to reply, but received an hour late, so I waited. Unfortunately, I no longer have words to my reply I had in mind on Friday, and instead of acting like my parents did today, I won't feign happiness in the face of altered emotions. I refuse to act opposite to what I feel. It is when I do not feel that is when I act. I'm tired, and I don't even know what to think anymore, and sleep never helps, because when I have things on my mind, I can never sleep. Can't use music, or parents will take that away to computer, and most everything else has been self-hidden before they can do anything. So this is another thing. My parents would take my stuff away and hide it. Like anything that I had, they would hide my stuff. Sometimes I would find it. Sometimes I would look for my stuff and I would find it. And I would like steal it back from them. But in this case, I did it before they did, and I hid my stuff before they could. Shower didn't even help. It's already gotten hot. There's no escape, it would seem. Damn, cornered mouse in a trap. Just like the one that was caught the other day. Pathetic thing was helpless for hours. I wanted to help it, but of course, that thing is disgusting and disease-ridden. Something that my mom said, I believe. Wanted to remove it from the trap, but it was left to starve, and then mom dropped it live into the blue trash can outside. I wonder about its life. Even now, she keeps barging into my room every 5 minutes. Aw, man. My mom and I had a very, very strained, bad, terrible relationship back then. My mom and I would get into physical fights a lot, to the point where I still have a scar on my wrist from one of our fights, actually. Something I don't really like to talk about very much, but it happened. My mom got surgery once, and then I kicked her in her wound, like out of spite. And then, like, you're not supposed to do that, right? Because the wound could open, but I didn't care. I'm gonna kick her in there because of this. Went ahead and locked the drawer just now. Trapped. Was hoping for don't worry about it. Friend to listen to my idiocies, but it would seem no one is here. I don't really want to bother you with my great wall of text, but remember this, it is Sunday, the day you said it was acceptable, so I went ahead. So my friend said that he didn't want to receive any messages until Sunday, so this is when I messaged him. Tired even more so than I was usual before. Thoughts in head, of course, unacceptable, but I can't help myself. Nothing. Weekend was going great until the last few hours too. Beach. I went to the beach. I spent the night in the city, and I walked around town, and I got a pendant for myself. I think this is when I got this necklace for myself. Maybe this is when I got that necklace. I'm pretty sure that's when I got this necklace. I certainly did not expect such wrath from something really unimportant. I don't understand punishment, and probably never will, just as politics and all other governmental issues. Wow. What a guy. Life. So grandiose, and yet so insignificant. Ah, that's nice. My internet was disconnected just as I was about to hit send. Well, damn. I'll just send it tomorrow, if not next week. Ugh. I just realized how counterproductive this disconnection is. As soon as the mouse is bound, it will stop at nothing to save itself and fight for its life. My dog approached the mouse and attempted to lick it and sniff it, and the mouse started squirming as if it was struggling for a final burst of life. Trapped, but I'll take it. Have a good one, Beef Pie. Oh, Beef Pie is sleeping. Okay. We'll probably leave in the background. Sweet Nikki? What? Okay. Have a good sleep if you do. My response to this situation, I don't even know. No contact. Now I feel like my body is spiraling. Dizzying feeling. Some kind of surreal vertigo. Rotating, orbiting feel. Oh, now I just remember something else with that girl. We did something over the phone too. I'll leave it at that. Rotating orbit feel, weird feeling, beginning to spin faster now with a faint headache or nausea. Was I having a panic attack? Hands trembling, but I feel nothing. I think I had a panic attack. I think this is a panic attack. I felt really dizzy. I was shaking. I think this is the panic attack that I was having. How quaint. I'll just send over, not text. I wouldn't want to drain your phone. Copy pasta. Oh wait, the damn site has been moronic for the last few days. I wonder what I meant by this. Well, shit. I'll just copy for now and paste later. I don't know if it will accept something this long. But now what? Endless sleepless night. I think that's another Toho reference. It's going to be a hot night yet again. Not even summer. I wonder. Oh, gross. I kind of self-diagnosed at this point with seasonal seasonal affective disorder, because every single summer, I'd have this spell of depression every single summer. So that's what I'm referring to here. I hate summer. I hated summer so much. Nowadays I kind of tolerate, but every single summer I would get this really bad mood. Every single summer. Summer-like and everything. General fatigue and lethargy every day, and it's been growing for the longest while. This place, trapped for the next few years too. Life well spent. Escapism indeed, except there's no escape this time around. I had no internet. My parents would disconnect the internet every night, and it was extremely exasperating. I hated my parents so much at this point. But I guess that was normal? Isn't it normal to hate your parents at some point? I've been planning on sleeping for the past 2 hours, but it is just too hot. I can't read, I can't play, I can't do anything. My door is shut and I can't go out anymore. I'm stuck. I really liked that mouse too. I think the alcohol's starting to hit me. I'm gonna drink some water. I was very angsty back then. And I have a very strong suspicion that both my parents contributed to my very poor mental health at the time, I would say. A lot of people would say fatherless behavior, but my dad was around on weekends. He worked 2 jobs, so I would rarely see him during the day, or during the week rather. So I would really only see him on weekdays. And so I would see my mom every day. At this point, she didn't have a job yet, so I would be with my mom every day. And like I said before, our relationship was not too great at the time, to the point where we would get in physical fights. And at one point, I guess my mom felt so bad that she felt the need to wake me up after we had gotten into a fight. She woke me up, and I'm pretty sure she was crying, and she asked me for forgiveness. I didn't forgive her. I did not forgive her. Would I forgive her today? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have daddy issues, I have mommy issues. Never gonna mention that ever again. Okay, so going back to high school. This is back in 10th grade now. There was this guy that liked me. At the time, I didn't realize either. I had no idea that he liked me until, like, years later that I realized that he liked me. But he would, what the hell? Oh, never mind. Okay, so he, in class, would get very physical with me. Like, not inappropriate, but he would get very, like, touchy in a not sexual way, if that makes sense. Like, he would grab my arm, or like grab my leg and like hold on to it for the class period. And I didn't really think it was weird at the time, but now that I think about it, that's not something that friends do. So he would do that. I actually kind of still talk to him, kind of not really. So I really, really hope that he never finds this. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. He'll maybe if he does maybe someday. I don't hate you. I never hated you. Your art's good. I like your art. That's all I have to say for now. Is it okay to keep talking about you in public like this? Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't talk more about him. Okay, so we're gonna go to the next writing thing then. Okay. Probably best to get his approval. See, we don't really talk. Like, the last time that I talked to him was back in March. And then the last time that I talked to him before March was like years ago. I don't know, I don't feel too comfortable with that. Holy damn! Holy damn! Holy... Okay. This is super long. This is super long. Holy damn. Okay, I remember the context for this now. I remember the context for this. I now remember the context. Let me go into this and remove all sensitive information. Because this is someone that I still talk to, actually. I'm just gonna go in and remove everything that's sensitive. Yeah, I'm gonna remove this name when name came around. Name. I'm gonna delete this name. There's a lot of names here. Because this was right after something had happened within an online community of mine. This was like still a long time ago. But like I said, I used to... No, that's a Toho reference, never mind. Scanning. Ha 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 ha. I'm not gonna read that. I'm not gonna read that part. You know what? I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it. No shame. No shame. Alright. This is like... When is this one? This is in July 2012. July 2012. Let's do it. This one I titled Flawed. Feel free to skip all this. I know you detest reading. I just feel the urge to release tension, and writing out my thoughts is the outlet I have found to be most productive. Sorry to bother. At this time, writing was how I used to vent. I now do that through art. Recently, I haven't had the need to vent, thankfully. I just wanted to let you know you're pretty much the main reason I decided to join the community in the first place back in May. I rather enjoy your quirky sense of humor. This is a friend that I'm talking to. But sometimes you do escalate matters excessively when you bait your opponents. Others may accuse you of trash talking, but I certainly don't see it. Your main fault, I would say, is... So, back in high school, my diction, my vocabulary used to be very... How do I word this? Grand... Very... loquacious? I don't... like pompous? Like, I don't want to say... Like, very... I used to have very... Floral, yeah, floral. My diction used to be very floral, yeah. So, this was my writing style at the time. I no longer use big words because normal people don't understand what the hell I'm talking about when I say stuff like raging conflagration. Your main reason, I would say, is refusing to drop a topic and instead adding kerosene to the raging conflagration when a wiser choice would be to simply cease fire. Your refusal to back down may be the reason you have attracted sultry characters. Even so, I look past the negative, and in the end, it's really the others that bash your offensive content that are mostly to blame. Real world makes you have to. I hate it. Hate it. I had to dumb down my speech a lot. My writing still sometimes throws in the random big word, but my speech no longer has these big words. It's very rare. On your part, I have already previously mentioned, this one's kind of boring actually. You seem stubborn and enjoy, this one's kind of boring actually. I was just kind of venting about, I was venting to a friend about what he did. Yeah, this was kind of boring. Again, just writing my thoughts. Please do not laugh at my insipid self, and please do not share this with the world. I have some news for you. I have some news for you. I trust you enough not to do that, and I have serious trust issues. Yeah. Let us all leave everything behind as hermits do, even if others are unwilling to relinquish their grasp on the past. If they're unable to move on, you certainly can. Pay no attention to the ignoramuses and continue strolling to your own song. Holy moly. Yeah. Cringe. Alright, let me pull up another note that I wrote 2018 actually. This is another vent that I wrote back in 2018. What actually helped my mental state a lot is when I moved out of my parents' house for my first year of university. And I moved out, and then I ended up being diagnosed there with mental condition. And then the therapist ended up saying, you need to bring your parents and talk to them directly. And then I did that, and then my dad started crying, and then my mom had no reaction to the diagnosis because she doesn't believe in mental health. I think I said too much. Anyways, long story short, I improved, and my relationship with my parents improved after I moved out. Let me look for rain. So now, we got, what, 10 minutes? It's fine. I got enough time. So now this is back in 2018 now. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, here it is. How gross. How gross. Alright. Alright, here's another text. It's not as long. This one's not as long. It's raining today. I almost want to be angry that I'd be given this set of circumstances now, but I can't be. To be giving nice things almost feels like a trap. I don't remember rain since that day. Oh. This is referencing something else that's a little bit too personal for me to say actually right now. It's almost as if there was a pause. I took a good look at myself in the mirror as I usually do these days. Taking a shot for myself for you. Thanks. Yeah. Where am I? I took a good look at myself in the mirror, as I usually do these days. I laughed. My visage displays just how tired I am. Perhaps it's just that I usually do that in the morning, but the fatigue is apparent. But tired of what? Too many terms I don't understand. Rain. The rain washes away my sins, and yet it's only as if it is crying for me. Who might that be? The rain only intensifies. The sky is light yet bleak. This atmosphere is something I'm very familiar with internally. Water. With the capacity to destroy and create as it pleases. Will I be destroyed? Renewed? Only time is omniscient. The rain doesn't care for anyone. Not even myself. It continues to flow regardless of circumstance. Washing away leaves, dirt, trash, replenishing and polluting without meaning to. Humans do the same, renewing and eroding by ebbing this way and that. There is no grand purpose, just a chain of whimsical coincidences. I am content with this matter. Made me laugh. It's supposed to make you laugh. This is all cringe anyways. I was gonna post this publicly at one point. I was gonna post this in public. I was gonna post this like in writing on a social media, I believe. Kinda glad that I didn't. Yeah. Yeah. I've been through a lot. Has your therapist seen this? I had a therapist for like 4 months. He didn't help anything. He didn't do anything for me. I remember at one point, I told my therapist something, and then he sat there staring at me, and then I sat there staring at him blankly, giving him like 1,000-year stare, and we just stared at each other for what felt like 10 years, and I didn't blink. I just stared at him, not blinking. He was probably thinking, this individual is extremely messed up and I cannot fix him. He couldn't fix me. He could not fix me. He could not fix me. He didn't do anything. Who won? I won. I won in the end. Well, did I really win? Yeah, I won! Because I'm no longer as sad, as empty as I used to be. I have a purpose now. Although my anxiety has kind of come back a lot recently. I've become a lot more anxious. So like I try not to show it, but I think nowadays I'm extremely anxious. Is your purpose something you can share? My purpose in life is to finish graduate school and then get paid to do what I like to do, which is bird related, I guess. My passion now is, I guess, well, can I say it? Maybe I shouldn't say it, but birds. If I get too detailed, then that's like an easy dox. But my current purpose is to finish graduate school and get my degree. Because that was my original goal back in 5th grade? 4th grade. Back in 4th grade, we had an assignment that said, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I wrote down, I want to be a scientist. And then there was this other assignment that said, what is your favorite thing? And I wrote down, as a 4th grader, I wrote down, my favorite thing is deoxyribonucleic acid. Spelled correctly. And so my childhood dream was to become a scientist. The what? My favorite thing is deoxyribonucleic acid, DNA. That's what DNA stands for, is deoxyribonucleic acid. Splice them genes. If I was a protein, I would be helicase so I could unzip your jeans. Ahahaha. Oh. Just kidding. Unless? But my childhood dream has always been to become a scientist. And I think in middle school is when I decided that I wanted to get my PhD. I wanted to get a PhD, I decided in middle school. And here I am now. Here I am now, many decades later. And I'm getting my PhD. We did it. We did it, younger Nikki! As much as I hate you, I did it. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. It's gonna take a few more years, but I'm getting that PhD for you. I'm almost there. Hello, nurse. Ah, man. Hell of a life, man. Hell of a life. I want to sing a Kanye song now. What is it? What is that lyric? It's a Kanye song where he says, "That's one hell of a life." What is this song called? Oh, it's literally called "Hell of a Life." I think I just fell in love with a porn star. Turned the camera on, she a born star. Turned the corners in the foreign car, called the coroners with the CPR. She gave that old Frank an ulcer. Love Kanye, man. Love Kanye. So that's my cringe. It kind of ended off on a wholesome note, I guess. As much as I hate my younger self, I made a promise. I made a promise that I'm gonna become a scientist. I miss the old Kanye. Old Kanye is great. Old Kanye is awesome. I really like Donda though. Donda's a really good album actually. One of the songs on Donda made me cry. I don't remember which one it was, but it really got to me. It was the one where he talks about not wanting to leave his kids. That one hit really hard actually. Let me look up the lyric. Donda lyrics. It says Jesus Lord. Oh, Jesus Lord was also another one that almost made me cry. Did it make you cry? I don't remember. Jesus Lord is an amazing song. I'm not like super religious. I was raised with religion. But Jesus Lord is an amazing song from Kanye. But there's this other song. Was it Jesus Lord? Yeah, Jesus Lord made me cry. Yeah, this is the song that made me cry. But there's this other song also that also really stood out to me. It was No Child Left Behind. This is talking about how Kanye, his like divorce and everything, right? How he doesn't want to lose his kids despite the divorce and everything, and he still loves his kids and he doesn't want them to grow up without a father. And I don't know, that kind of resonated with me because I feel nowadays that I'm a lot closer with my dad than I am with my mom. I feel like you're not really supposed to say that kind of thing, because I think usually I really like my dad. He's cool. Gotta go. Yeah, I'm about to end stream anyways. pretty much wrapping up here. Right. So, thanks for coming. I said a lot. I said a whole lot of nothing. I cringed at myself. I had 3 shots of alcohol. So, thanks so much for coming. I appreciate it. Lid Awakening, Pua Himawari, James Jameson, Slap Squat Gopnik, Squishy, Minko Panic, Lid Awakening, was there... Oh, Beef Pie was here as well. Yeah, thanks for coming and listening to this cringe. That's a little bit of my life. A little bit of my life. I'm never gonna bring up again, but there's lore. There's some lore for you. I'm never gonna bring it up again. So that's that. Best stream so far. Really? Even better than the Monster Girl stream? Because I feel like that's my favorite. The Monster Girl stream was my favorite stream. Nikki Lord, I will remember this. Yeah, there's a lot that's happened. I might play Portal next Monday. I need to figure out my schedule for next one. It was a pretty real stream. Yeah. Yeah. I usually try not to get serious or like talk about serious things, but it was something. Cruelty Squad stream for fun. Oh yeah, Cruelty Squad is great. I love it. Rent free. Alright. I'm gonna not overlap. I'm gonna do some other stuff. Otsu! Oh, it's still on. Go watch something else.